Maybe for those of you who don't understand, why network marketing. If you look at the industry called the NBA, National Basketball Association, if you look at the NFL, the National Football Association in the US, if you look at Hollywood, you look at the music industry, all of those combined, they do less in sales per year as compared to network marketing. That's right. Network marketing does more than $250 billion a year in revenue. And with that, there's over 65 million people globally who are involved in network marketing in one way or the other. Some of them are full-time, some of them are part-time, but there's 65 million people who are involved in this industry. So it is one of the biggest industries that there is today. Now, what interests me the most is the fact that there is no industry on the planet that creates more millionaires than network marketing. So in my view, if you are going to be network marketing, it is something that is worth mastering. If you look at the Africa, for example, when you look at the number of sales done through network marketing globally, Africa only does 1.3% of those sales, meaning it only does 1.3% of the revenue as well in terms of commissions earned by Africans. And I believe that the tide is changing. I believe that Africa is rising and Africa is taking its position as far as the network marketing industry is concerned. Now let's look at the three pillars that you need to master if you really want to find financial freedom through network marketing. And of course, I've been in the game for the last 10 years and it's really a fun financial freedom through network marketing. I've done many other businesses before. I was in real estate, I was a real estate agent selling properties for a living, and I've done many other businesses like construction and so forth. But it's really through network marketing that I was really able to find financial freedom. A lot of people do have a lot of money, but they find that yes, they earn a lot of money, but they never have the time to spend with the people that they love, right? Network marketing really allows you to have both, right? One, it allows you to have income, financial freedom. At the very same time, it allows you to have time freedom as well. Let's look at the three pillars that you need to master. Pillar number one, mindset, right? So the reason why I say mindset, when we go from primary school all the way to high school, tertiary school or university or college, we are often taught how to prepare. In fact, the schooling system, it prepares us to be employees, not entrepreneurs. Now, as such, we are conditioned, right? Growing up, if you were to ask any kid right now, I remember when I was asking my mother for money, she'd always tell me that I don't have that because I don't have a job. Because we were taught that for us, to have an income, you need to have a job. Even when you're in tertiary, they're always preparing you for a job. Nothing wrong with that. It's just that it's not the only way you can find, income. There's multiple ways to find income. But there's a lot of unlearning that needs to happen. So when you talk about mindset, you need to understand that as an entrepreneur, because in network marketing, you are really an entrepreneur. This is another avenue of entrepreneurship, right? If you've got an entrepreneurial bone in your body, you want to consider network marketing because it is by far better, right? So, mindset, you need to understand that it's all on you. Your success in network marketing depends entirely on you, right? I hear a lot of people who are saying, no, I didn't succeed in network marketing. I didn't have the right upline, didn't have the right support structure, and so forth. If you don't have the right upline, you don't have the right structure, create the right structure. Be the right upline, right? Do whatever it takes, that is required for you to succeed, so that the people working with you and through you are able to then, succeed in network marketing because of all the structures and the support that you have basically created. So if it's to be, it's entirely up to you in network marketing. It is all on you. And the second thing that you want to master as far as the mindset is concerned, you need to have a good relationship with the word work. A lot of people don't necessarily have a good relationship with the word work. A lot of people dread going to work on Monday morning. That is why, it has been statistically proven that 35% of all heart attacks normally happens on a Monday morning between a certain hours, right? Because people find themselves in jobs that they hate, in buildings they hate, with sometimes bosses they hate, sometimes even colleagues that they hate, but they just don't have an option. So in network marketing, you need to understand the fact that you need to have a good relationship with the word work. In other words, as entrepreneurs, we don't run away from work, we run to work, right? if it was up to me, I could really work 24 hours a day. But then, you've got a family you need to take care of and stuff like that. But as entrepreneurs, network marketing entrepreneurs, we've got a good relationship with the word work. We don't run away from work. We run to work because it has become a labor of love, right? And then the second thing is you want to obsess over your success. You want to obsess over, the impact that you are actually creating as a network marketing entrepreneur, right? For any great level of success, there has to be an accompanying great level of obsession. You're obsessed about the impact you are doing in society. You're obsessed about the people that you're helping. You're obsessed about achieving results and inspiring other people to also achieve results. It's almost impossible to achieve anything great if there is no level of obsession, because in the absence of obsession, you'll only do it as and when, right? You'll only do it when it's convenient. You'll only do it, when, all the robots, align, everything is aligned, right? So, and then the next thing, after mindset that you need to actually master is the skill set. Now, if you look at the income potential in network marketing as compared to anything that's out there, right? I mean, who are the people who are earning the most, right? When we grew up, it used to be doctors, scientists, and so forth. I'm not 100% sure if that is still the case. But if you look at those people, for the kind of income that they're to earn, look at the amount of effort, look at the amount of skill that they need to basically learn and master for them to earn an income. Now, relatively speaking, network marketing, the skills that you require don't really need any form of education, right? They don't really need, some form of academic training. It's something that you can learn basically on the go. In other words, you can learn when you earn. And relatively speaking, these skills are really, really not difficult for you to learn. But here's an interesting thing that I want to throw in there, and that is, when you are starting in your network marketing career, it does not necessarily mean that you need to master all of the skills for you to get any form of success. In fact, when you start in your network marketing career, you can actually get short-term success even without the skills, right? And I'm going to tell you why. So one of the reasons why you can do that, it is simply because in your network marketing career, it's mostly about your attitude. If you've got the right attitude, you are obsessed about the results. You know that it's all on you, and you have the good relationship with the word work, and you make up what you lack in skill, in numbers, you can basically succeed in network marketing. But then if you want to create long-term success in network marketing, then you definitely want to learn and master these skills, at least some of them. Let's go through the skills, right? As defined by a gentleman called Eric Warren. Now, number one, it's finding prospects. A lot of people come into the space and they say, there's no way I'm going to succeed in network marketing simply because I don't know a lot of people. I'm too young. I haven't really worked in a professional career, whatever the case is. But people who are professionals in network marketing, they basically learn the skill of finding prospects. They network on purpose. They are always where there is people so that they can meet new people and then put those people through, this skill set and have them, on their prospect list, right? So you need to then, find a way to master this skill of getting prospects. It doesn't mean that if you don't know anyone or very few people, when you get into network marketing, it doesn't mean that you cannot succeed in network marketing. You can basically learn the skill of how to find prospects. Now, in this day and age, it's actually quite easy because there's so many different places where we meet people. There's social media, there's there's soccer clubs, there's gyms, there's everywhere, there's church, there's other social clubs that you can be part of where you can basically meet new people and you can basically have them as your prospect. Now, skill number 2 is inviting, right? You have to be good at inviting people to have a look at the presentation, to have a look at the opportunity, to have a look at the product that your opportunity is basically selling, to have a look at, joining a Zoom session, attending, a physical, meeting. You have to be good at inviting. In fact, let me add, inviting is really the gateway skill to network marketing. If you master this skill and forget all other skills, you can create a certain level of success in your network marketing career, right? So that is inviting. Number 3 is presentation, right? You need to learn how to present because not every time you're applying, your support structure will be there. You might meet someone at the hotel lobby, you might meet someone in the shop, wherever the case is, at the car wash, and this person, starts talking to you and wants to know what you're doing, and once you tell them, they then want you to present there and there for them. What are you going to do? Are you going to wait and say, no, let's rather go? You need to be able to know how to present, right? Because when you don't know how to present, you solely depend on other people to present for you. We are basically delegating your ability to make an income to the next person, whereas you want to own your own means of creating an income, right? So that's presenting. You need to know how to present. And then number 4 is follow up. Now, there's a saying in the network marketing space that says the fortune is in the follow up, right? In fact, I want to add, the fortune is in the immediate follow-up. There's a saying that says, you strike while the iron is hot. It is so true in network marketing. You've invited a person, they came to a presentation, they attended a Zoom session, they actually watched a video that you've sent them, whatever the case, right? You then need to follow up whilst the information is fresh on their mind. In fact, chances of you signing up that person, decrease over time. The longer it takes for you to follow up that person, the more chances that person might not join your business. So it's in the immediate follow-up, guys. I know a lot of people don't have a problem with finding prospects. They don't have a problem with exposing people. Their only problem is basically following up. There's a guy called Brian Carruthers who is a master at following up. He says, I follow you up until the day you die or you join the business, right? Because, as long as you're alive, even if you said no, I'm still going to continue to follow up. Of course, this is not in a way as to, be all over people and so forth. It is just in a way, where you are, keeping in contact with the person, talking about their kids, their children, their dogs, whatever the case is, and this is something that we basically teach when you're talking about the skills of finding a prospect, right? You need to find something unique about the person, so that when you follow up with the person, you've got a point of entry. It's not just business, because they will think that the only thing you are concerned about is basically making a sale, and then after the sale, you're probably going to dash, right? And never to be seen again. So follow-up is quite important. So let's talk about closing. I know there are a lot of people who don't necessarily believe in the 10 closing. So what we're talking about here, we're simply talking about the fact that, you have had this person as a prospect. You invited them to a Zoom meeting or a physical meeting. They attended. You did the presentation, right? And they listen, you follow up, and this person is not ready to sign up. You then need to be able to know how to sign up the person, and get them started, get them plugged into the system, whatever your system, your company is using, whatever system your team is using, get them plugged in, get them signed up, get them enrolled, into the program. And then once you've done that, you also need to know what is the system, what's the process of getting them started right. In other words, helping them to become distributors, not just clients, but also become distributors. Now, for most people, you might find that there's going to be a time, because remember, you're promoting two things. You're promoting a product or a service. You're also promoting a business. Sometimes people will come in only for the product, but if they come for the product or service, it doesn't mean that they will remain that way, right? You can basically work your way around and getting them to be interested into the business opportunity as well. So when you talk about helping them to get started, we actually talk about helping them to transition from being a customer to becoming a distributor as well, right? And then the last thing is promoting events. Now, guys, this is probably also one of the most important, just after inviting. And this is promoting events, because events will do for you what you cannot do as an upline, as a sponsor, as a mentor, right? Because events, there is a certain kind of atmosphere that is created when like-minded people are gathered together, people who are optimistic about the future, excited about the opportunity. There's an environment that is created that it's impossible for you to recreate in your own ability, right? So that is why it's important for you to learn how to promote events like nobody's business, right? Make it important, make it about them, make it about the impact that they will get to have, in society, in the world, by simply attending the event. Again, it's important, make it about them, never about you. And then maybe the last thing we want to talk about is strategic goal setting, okay? Now, goals are very, very important. If you come into the business, you need to have certain goals, right? You need to understand your why. Everybody talks about the why, What is your why? It is quite important. There is no overstating the importance of having a why when you're starting your own network marketing business, right? So when we talk about strategic goal setting, we're simply talking about you setting goals, one, income goals, right? Very, very important. Why are you in the business? We know what kind of income will basically make the kind of change that you want in your business and in your life. What kind of income? Have a number, right? And put that number down. And remember, don't base that number based on, how much money you earned, from your job, whatever the case is. Based on really, living your best life today. If you want to live your best life today, being able to travel, around the world, if that's something that you want to do, being able to take your kids to whatever school that you want to take them to, and being able to drive really the wheels of your choice, right? So set your goal. Understand that goals are actually for growing, right? Goals are for growing. Very, very important to understand. What that simply means is that, set big and audacious goals, right? And then tell the world about it and then go and figure it out. I know a lot of people will say that, when you set your goals, don't tell everybody, by telling other people, you are making yourself accountable that this is what I said I'm going to do. And therefore, if I don't do it, everybody's going to look at me and say, this guy doesn't keep his word. So you want to set big and audacious goals and make sure that you tell the world, right? And then go and figure it out. It's like what Richard Branson said. Sir Richard Branson, he said, if somebody gives an opportunity and you don't know how it works, right? Say yes and then go and figure it out, So goal setting is very, very important. So set your income goal. And number two, set prestigious goals, right? I mean, there's income in your business, but there's also other things, right? Recognition. I mean, it's one of the things that are fundamental to the human existence. Human beings crave recognition. It does something to them, right? So even with yourself, right? Recognition does something to you. So set a rank goal. What rank, do you think once you have achieved it, one, you'll be proud of yourself, and number two, your team will also get you to be proud of yourself, right? Your family will get you to be proud of yourself, right? Set that rank goal, okay? And then over and above that, set a goal for your family. What do you want to do once you have achieved, your certain level of income and so forth? What kind of lifestyle do you really want to live with your family, right? What kind of holiday destinations do you want to actually be going to, every single year, right? So set a lifestyle goal, because these are extremely important, right? The human mind works much more better when it has a goal in mind. Now, all of this information that we just gone through, it is in this book, The 21st Century Business Model. And this is really a combination of all my experience in the network marketing space, all my successes, all my failures, and everything that I've learned in between. This is based on chapter number 5 in this book, The 21st Century Business Model. So, and that's it from me, guys. I hope you found value in this video. Let me know in the comment section if there's anything that you've learned, anything that you want me to cover in the next videos. Do not forget to click subscribe and click the notification bell so that you can be notified of all the other videos that I'll be doing to help you to get to your next level in your network marketing journey. Cheers, stay blessed.